way. OTF, HBTF with new lay. I used to ride the 4, the options on the 2 tray. Don't call my phone no more, you not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my goonie. I be in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy.
Well, bye.
Rocking dirt, 2D. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when it come to defense, we got. And when they come to, they don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up.
Ouch, try to do that.
This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. And here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. George outside. 4 on the clock. Goes up at the stripe. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Down low. Here's Williams. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by Oklahoma City. George with it. Over Dort. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Williams from long range. Drills it from deep.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Well, no, bite.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's George. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Williams from long range. A rebound by Maxey.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of this game. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Inside. Back to Williams. He's off on the layup. 76ers trail by 4. Maxey, a good look. And he gets it to go from the high post. Maxey's got 5.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Hartenstein. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Assisted by.
So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 4. Here's George. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And George with some nice D. Pass to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Outside Maxey. Clock at 6. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. George with a steal. And stolen by Williams. And here's Hartenstein. Dort for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Oklahoma City trailing. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by George.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Dort with a steal. To the paint. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Here's Maxey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Coming up and finishing, Maxey leaving no doubt.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
They don't take a lot. You need to take a lot anyway. Huh?
Is that door on here?
What?
Turn on here.
Stop slamming it up there like that. Come here. Blow. Blow again. Blow again.
I don't.
Put that in trash.
cỡ đấy nó.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. From outside, off the mark. All alone on the break.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Back to George. From the arc. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
To the left side wing. Here's Bona. Great D that time from Holmgren. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 10. Dort with a steal. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped away. The Sixers trailing. George outside. Pass to Maxey. Here's Bona. Outside Maxey. George outside. Good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far.
Thunder, 18.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
76ers trail by 3. Here's Oubre. Great D that time from Holmgren. Here's Oklahoma City now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Williams on the wing. To the middle. Pass to Dort. It's stolen by Maxey. It's George on the wing. Back to Maxey. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Off with the layup. Holmgren with it. Guarded now by Maxey. To the inside. Back to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Hartenstein. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. So it's Philadelphia now. No points yet here in the second quarter for him. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Yabusele. Takes it inside. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Back to George. A deep three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
All right, fans. All right, everybody, the loudest.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason, and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Pass to Grimes. Philadelphia, the rebound. Here's Drummond. Some solid defense from Williams. Thunder leading by 4. Here's Holmgren. Shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Drummond. Here's McCain. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Williams from long range. First shot won't go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Drummond. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Williams in the post. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Man, he is stronger than he looks. Trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
To the paint. Pass to Grimes. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 4. Now here's Williams. Stripped away. Here's Yabusele. Down low. And Drummond with the jam.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to drop Drummond as my assignment inside. If you body him up, hack him, it still has no effect on him.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. A quick step bucket by Shea.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Pass to McCain. Here's Council. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. And Drummond. 3-pointer. Williams grabs the board. 1:56 left in the second quarter. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Grimes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Pass to Council. .136 left in the first half of basketball. Kept alive. Drummond. Tries yet again. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
The 3. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 4.
That shit was at 16 seconds.
Edwards looking for an opening. Pass to McCain. Here's Grimes. Drummond with the ball. Williams defending. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Philadelphia shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good. .103 left to play in the first half. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's Edwards on the wing. All sorts of time. Hartenstein pulls it in. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hartenstein. No good. A bit long that time. Now Philadelphia with it. Now Drummond. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Lays it up and banks it in. Hartenstein's got 6 points.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to McCain. And here's Drummond. 4-3. Connects from downtown. McCain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Williams with the screen. Pass to Wallace. Outside for Mitchell. From downtown. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Grimes. And the layup is good off the glass. Grimes has got his second basket of the game. Right side, Williams. And a nice finish on the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The Sixers lead by 3. Pass to Council. About a minute played here in the second half. Edwards with it. Shot clock at 5. Here's Council. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Thunder trail by 3. Wallace outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he's good on the second. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Caruso. Outside, Williams. Back to Caruso. It's Williams, high post. Just 3 to shoot. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Sixers leading. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Williams from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Oubre gets it to go.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Here's Williams. Deflected. Pass to Embiid. It's George on the wing. 5 points in the game. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thunder trail by 9. To end the run. And it's Bona with a rebound. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That's his second.
Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And he sinks the second. Thunder trail by 10. Williams with the screen. Outside Mitchell. Inside. Can they get it? Williams misses. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Some room here for Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Now here's George.
Man, chill out.
6 to shoot. Outside Maxey. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside, Williams. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
For 3.
Williams has got 5 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. This is the shot.
you not whistle?
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Stop.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
2 shots.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
The Sixers lead by 8. Now here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. Embiid elevates.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant. Here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Maxey with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Holmgren. Off target from the baseline.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
George outside. Shoots over Caruso. George's shot is off. Thunder trail by 10. Here's Williams. And the layup falls.
Williams.
He's got 11.
Assist goes to.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Pass to Bona. Right side Oubre. And stolen by Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 8. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Maxey covering. Here's Hartenstein. Misses the baby hook. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They double team George. "17 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter here. Pure from 3-point range. Maxey's got 13.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Hey, get the rest of your toys up. Put all your cars in front of this right here. Put them in the field in front of you. Line them up. Right here.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Poke loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunder ball.
Oklahoma City ball.
Right side Mitchell. Got it off in time. And so it's Philadelphia in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked?
The Thunder. 41.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't cash it in from close range. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Here's George. They grab their own miss. Second chance effort. Buries the jump shot. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is. Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Outside Maxey. Jacks up a three. Fires in the triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Oklahoma City ball.
It's Holmgren, high post. Paul George pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Bona. Back to George. For three, Maxey. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Pass to George. Here's the three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. The putback. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 20. The three from Holmgren. The rebound by Embiid.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
George. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The kick out to Maxey. Pass to George. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with it. Guarded now by Maxey. The shot by Dort, no good. Philadelphia leading by 22. Now here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk. Great game for him. Double-double now.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Maxey surveys. Again, Maxey missing.
Okay, getting a little creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
A clear look for Embiid. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Down low. Here's Williams. Holmgren. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. George has got 10 points in the quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Back to Maxey. Pass to George. Now Oubre. For three, Maxey. Shot is off. Shooting 7 for 15. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to George. Outside Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. Drops in the three.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three is up. Williams misses. Philadelphia leading by 23.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the 76ers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Here's Maxey. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Personal foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Nice defense, reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away.
Here's Holmgren. Pass to Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark. Ooh, poked away. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Sixers, Paul George.
George hits them both. So it's the Thunder now. Williams from long range. They get it back. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, he came flying in right there. Gilgeous-Alexander on cleanup duty.
George. And George with the jam.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing. He's doing his job out there.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard.
No. Yeah, what time you get on? So you about to leave now? Jamaica. Jamaica. Cool. Gotta go get Molly. Okay. I'll push you with a wagon, okay?